think it might. Yeah.
Live.
It's working?
Um, oh yeah, yeah. Well, you need to yeah, it's just a little square on the page. Little snuffer screen to the that duplicates it. Like a phone type size. Yeah, I just had a separate tab that showed the screen.
So edit. Let's see. Go back to that full screen. All
All
right.
right,
Let's
see if that works. I think it disabled the duplicate. I think. You see it?
Okay.
So
So it's all full screen?
The square in the center. I assume that's probably. Yeah.
Thanks for getting video. All right. Technical difficulties. All right. The main menu. I'm just gonna quit and reload it so y'all know how to be introduced to it. So hi y'all, GoTet. Thanks for joining my first stream. Filled with other technical difficulties. Thanks to our fellow neighbors up north in Canada to develop this game. So just to let everyone know, I'm still mostly new at this game, still learning. I've been playing a few days. And you put your hands out to the sides. You have to calibrate. Wait for it to glow. The lines you see is just boundary. Here we go. You reach for your sword. Alright, so here in Broken Edge, this is mixed reality version of Quest 3. I'm playing the game for a little over a week now. Here I have it configured where you can play the game, but with able to see your surroundings while you're playing the game. See what's on the floor, my furniture, nearby plants. So what they have is called a Rift. I'm going to calibrate again, but it's accidentally right there. You don't need to do this to. So they have it called a Rift. It's a rift there. When you duel, your opponent will be on the opposite side there, near that orange floor is. If you don't have a Quest 3 or a Quest 2 and you want to play this game, you still can. It would just be in this surrounding here. This background. I think there's other backgrounds you can have too. But because we have the Quest 3s, we prefer to do the mixed reality here. And because Jeremy's usually dueling me on that side of the room, in the same room, I prefer to have no rift, so that way when we lunge with our swords, we don't hit each other or hurt each other. Yeah, you can also enable the floor, disable the floor, or disable the furniture, but I wouldn't recommend doing that just in case you whack your controllers on something, you know, or somebody. So if you want to go duel someone directly, you can do local duels like Jeremy and I usually go to multiplayer and then duel each other. But for our purposes here, to get you started, we'll go to Dojo. And you can do different types of warriors. There's Knight, which has this long sword, a dagger, and a shield. You don't see it in the picture, but he has also a shield. Duelist has a fencing, I think rapier, and a dagger. He has quite a few blades. You see the one in his mouth. There's two on his back, and the long sword he has there. And there's the Ronin. You have the long katana. Probably another dagger as well, or two. The Viking with the long broadsword, as well as the shield and the axe on his waist there. The barbarian with a really long sword, like almost twice as long as this one that I have. Persian, he has curved scimitar, I believe that's called. Samurai, of course, has katana and dagger there. And then once you unlock all these folks, you get the tyrant, which is, I think, a higher ranking one, maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, for our purposes, we'll do Knight, which is the one, base one you can start with. And then I start with main. Once you get to the level 10 with this particular fighter, you can go to like legendary and practice your skills from there. Legendary basically means that it takes a longer time to charge your sword. And charging is basically when your sword is. You can what's called awaken the sword or charge the sword by pointing it at your person you're dueling. So we'll start with basic combat. So all the classic holsters still allow you to sheath or change weapons. You grab the blade, your sword, in your hip. And you can use two hands to get the feel of it. And the short sword, or dagger. If you get hit with the short sword, it will break. And then you can stow your short sword, or I call it dagger, on your belt by clicking on your waist. And then he says to take out your shield. Where you go is put your hand behind you, click, and then it brings out your shield. Same thing to put it away. Bring it behind you, and click again. It's gone. Alright. Now we slice the candles and proceed. And now we learn how to awaken the blade and charge it. So you aim, point the sword at your opponent, and you see the flames on your current sword as well as the sword above you. That's a power indicator there above your sword. So an awakened blade will kill an opponent even if the energy remains in their sword gauge. So awaken and then hit my opponent like so. And then always try to keep it awakened in some form in your duels. And try to strike the blade. Okay. An awakened blade makes your hit stronger. Try to keep it awakened and hit the blade. Like that. And when it's awakened, it increases damage that you do to your opponent's blade. Strike again. And the flaming gauge up here means you're awakened. Strike again. So always try to be awakened to be constant threat to your opponent in duels. Awaken the blade and the edge or the point of your sword to fight on. Or you can just go for a straight body shot. So to be a stronger adversary, you should always try to keep it awakened. So that was basic combat. There's advanced combat. There's also edge breaker, which is a way of protecting yourself as well as ward. Second wind is when you have your sword indicator up there above you. There's 4 or 5 different shapes that are above that. And the triangle shape is what's called second wind. I'm still learning these. Second wind's if your opponent breaks your blade, you can use this once to regenerate your blade. So as I understand it, you put your right hand in front of your chest, your left hand out to the side, like so. Hold it there for a second until it registers the first part of a V on the left. Then you put your hands above you, and then you put your hands down, and it will regenerate your sword if it isn't already regenerated. So once you mastered these guys here, you can go to training and go against the bots to put this to practice without facing real life opponents. But yeah, that's pretty much how the game works. Thanks for watching.